Hola, hola. Bienvenidos a Esperanza Vence, donde la Esperanza Vence. Welcome to Esperanza Vence, where hope wins. Pardon me, I'm just over here counting my dollar bills, y'all. It's Capricorn full moon. Gotta see how we're achieving up in here. I'm just teasing. You're like, I see those ones in there, girl. Don't even play with me. Anyhow, we are at a point though, with the Capricorn full moon, it might be illuminating our consciousness around earthly matters, really pentacles topics, earthly topics. How do we earn? Where have we come since the Capricorn new moon, which would have happened end of December into January? We were kind of in that Capricorn sun energy, we were starting some projects then, and now with the sun going through summer solstice, the sun just ingressed into Cancer a couple days ago here now, and it was the longest day like ever, apparently, within the past like couple hundred years. I think it's like one of the longer days we've ever had, even for a solstice. And and then yesterday, woo, hey, speaking of Capricorn energy, literally, that's the Capricorn card right there. This is the Capricorn energy, the goat, okay? And I just told somebody in a reading, because they pulled this card too, and they happen to be a Capricorn as well. So the cards usually pull like what we're talking about anyway. The cards very rarely tell us anything that we don't already know. We're just sort of like tuning in and also having a conversation. At least that's how I read. But Capricorn energy reminds us to be in our bodies and to take things step by step and to achieve, to have a plan and to make achievements and to not be shy about making a dollar bill, and being okay with that, being okay with physical accomplishments, earthly accomplishments. Sometimes in this woo-woo spiritual space where a lot of us reside a lot of the time, I mean, pretty much that's my whole life is like woo-woo spiritual space, but it's okay to be grounded in reality too. It's okay to make some money, and it's okay to feel like you can buy the things that you want to buy, and you can do the things that you want to do here in the 3D reality. Nothing wrong with that. Like sometimes people have some kind of feeling about money or achievement or accomplishments in the worldly sense. I love this stuff. Okay? So if you want to support my efforts, throw some money my way. I ain't got no OnlyFans account, but you can go ahead and go to the links below. Book you a reading. I do virtual readings. I think I'm on there Monday through Thursday. I actually need to, Capricorn energy, I need to sort of like go back and review some of these things. But as far as I recall, I have openings Monday through Thursday for virtual readings. I can do Google Meet, FaceTime, Zoom, stuff like that. If you're in the area, if you're in Southeast Wisconsin, you could come see me today. Woo! Here at Earth Song Books and Gifts. Esperanza Vence is here, ready to fine-tune our free will and intuition together. Four of Cups energy. This is a jumper. This is an energy of having a conditioned emotional response to a situation, but if you would just turn a little bit, you can see that the universe is trying to offer you a new way to feel about something. So for example, like if you do have some kind of feelings about money and achievement and earthly ways, I mean, we are being offered an opportunity to think a little differently or to feel a little differently, and it may even be healthy for us to be okay with being wealthy, being rich, I love money. I love attracting money because I love money because money allows me freedom. Like I equate money with freedom. How do you feel about money? How do earthly things make you feel? How does achievement make you feel? Do you feel like imposter syndrome sometimes? Like, oh man, like other people are allowed to do that, but like how could I, or how dare I, or you know, how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel about yourself, like right here on Earth? That would be something to check into for Capricorn full moon, all right? So we're going to pull in that energy right now. I'm doing it at work in between readings. Like I said, I'm here at Earth Song Books and Gifts in Janesville if you want to call the shop and book a reading. I have another appointment coming in, but I have a little time in between. So we're just going to do our Capricorn full moon reading right here on YouTube. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. Three of Cups, fun for fun's sake, celebrating the harvest. You know, we've worked hard and now we can just have some fun too. So I hope you're having some fun this weekend. The cards are jumping, you know what that means. It's time to talk. So I'm going to pull the 10 card Celtic cross and see what this full moon in Capricorn wants to say to us, all right? Here we go. Eight of Pentacles reversed. That means that, you know, you might have come to the culmination of some sort of apprenticeship. And if you've been doing the grind, you know, you can kind of like let that energy rest for a minute and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Please, can we have some insight and illumination over this Capricorn? All right, thanks. Thanks for tuning in your free will and intuition with me. This is us. This is our challenge. Near past, near future, our conscious awareness, our subconscious awareness. How do we see ourselves? How do others see us? What are our hopes and fears? And what's the likely outcome? All right. Oh, we are the Three of Cups. Okay, so, you know, during this Capricorn full moon, even though we are focused on achievement and we are focused on how we're going to stack our coins and get to the next level, let's not forget to raise the glass and celebrate some of these accomplishments that have been coming through since last end of December 2023 into January 2024. Our challenge is the King of Swords. We may be challenged by either a person who is a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius person, or a person with a lot of air in our chart. There could be somebody in our lives that's coming through with their sword of truth, cutting through the BS. And they might be a little bit serious. They might be a little bit intellectual. They might be like, well, the facts are this and that. Like, how could you possibly be having a good time right now with the way things are in the world? You know, they might be challenging our ability to let loose and, you know, drink our PBR with our buddies. You know, this character might be like coming in with some truths that could challenge our ability to relax and have fun, you know? Because the King of Swords is concerned with facts and logic, and he's not super emotional, but he's not a bad dude. He's smart. He's not wrong. So when we get a card in a challenge position, either that's going to be a person in our actual lives who's kind of blocking, like cock blocking our energy a little bit, but also like it could also just be an energy for us to be aware of that could be a blind spot for us to kind of hone in on. In the near past here, we have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands, what do we call that? Struggle bus energy. You know it is. But this person is still, I mean, they're still maintaining their position. They're still maintaining the high ground. They're letting the haters hate in the background, right? And, you know, Wands, they're fire energy, but they also promote growth. You know how, like, for a forest to be able to keep regenerating itself, I'm thinking of like the redwoods in California. You know what I'm saying? Like the fire will blast through, it'll cleanse, it'll purify, and then eventually it promotes growth, right? So that fire energy, it's quick, it's fast, it can be destructive, even if it gets rolling too much and too much air and fire, you know, as we are seeing in real life, right? But here, you know, this person is hanging on to what they're passionate about. They're hanging on to their own personal fire. They're hanging on to like what they really care about. And they're leaving the haters in the background. And they're still in a winning position, but boy, oh boy, are they battle weary. You know what I mean? It's like so hard to maintain, right? With this energy. That was in the past, but in the near future here, Ace of Wands reversed, okay? So I read a reversal as an invitation to take an energy internally. When it's upright, I see this energy is happening like out there in the world, clean and clear, and we can see it coming towards us. But here with the Ace of Wands reverse, because aces are always good luck in a reading, let's face it, whether it's upright, reverse, whatever. With the reversal, I would say that, you know, in the near future, we're probably going to be presented with an opportunity that we could be pretty passionate about, but we might have to take that energy internal and not externalize that as much. This might be an invitation for us to like dig deep more into our own personal passions and how do we express ourselves creatively in this world? How do we reproduce? Where is our sacral chakra at? And this might be a more internal gift than it necessarily is obvious out there. Okay? So let's keep our eyes peeled for that in the near future. Our conscious awareness, the sun. Oh, the sun is having a healthy ego. The sun is being your nice childlike self, your playful childlike self. And because you're so playful and because you're so fun, it encourages everything else around you to grow too. And I always see this kid as just being so happy in their naked self, and they're flying their freak flag like all throughout town, and they're kind of getting the side eye even from the horse that they rode in on. But still, like, the sun is going to shine bright for people like this who are comfortable in their skin and they're not afraid to be fun out there in front of other people, come what may. You know, so that kind of goes with that celebratory energy too. Like, even though we might be challenged by logic and we might be challenged to, you know, think of things in an appropriate, like, step-by-step way, because that is Capricorn energy, you know, in combination with this Gemini energy, that we're just sort of like phasing out from the Gemini energy, and we're just starting into the Cancer energy where we're getting more in our feels. But we may be challenged in our feelings to like have fun and actually feel like in our heart that beautiful camaraderie, because intellectually speaking, we should be focused on other things. We should be thinking about the news. We should be thinking about the media, okay, and communications that are coming in. However, with the sun card here and our conscious awareness, we know that it's summertime and it's okay to enjoy things while they last. You know, the sun's not going to shine every single day. Sometimes it's going to rain, like how it's raining here. And at this point in time, we can be conscious about our own ability to express our egos in a healthy way, right? Our subconscious awareness, Two of Pentacles. This is that juggling energy. This is a juggling of a hustle and a side hustle, or a relationship and a friendship, or even two separate projects, or say we have two seeds that we want to plant in separate areas of our life, but we're still maintaining this delicate balance. But I mean, the waters in the background are really choppy, right? So this is not sustainable. So if we have more than one thing going on for too long, like, our actual physical health might suffer, because Pentacles deal with earth energy, and that's our actual physical vehicle, right? And how do we plant seeds in the earth to feed ourselves? So if we're juggling more than one topic at one time, like, we're doing cool now, but this is in our subconscious awareness, we might not realize that is not a sustainable dance. It's a doable dance for sure, but it's not sustainable. So we may not want to carry that on much past this solar cycle. All right, so just as we say, pay attention. How do we see ourselves? Knight of Pentacles. Gotta love this guy. See, he's coming through. How do we see ourselves? This Capricorn full moon will highlight our ability to see ourselves moving forward at a slow and steady pace, step by step. This guy's not like flying in on his horse like all Knight of Wands, like sweep you off your feet. No, this is a methodical individual who is calm, cool, collected. They're focused on their coin. They're focused on that seed that they're gonna plant. They already got their fields like farrowed and ready to go. So interesting too, because I literally just did a reading for this farmer. He's like in his 60s. He's from Illinois. He's not from around here, but he drove like 3 hours and came up here for a reading. And he's a farmer, and like, I farmed for many years too, and just that the earth energy is just really coming in really like strong for me right now, and I just love this moon so much. It's hitting me. Like yesterday I had readings like all day, and I feel like with this sun and this moon, I really do feel like we're all getting an upgrade in terms of our ability to illuminate our psychic abilities in our subconscious. So it's kind of cool that we see ourselves as the Knight of Pentacles character, grounded and practical, because literally, how can you get your psychic attunement to turn up the volume? By becoming more grounded, by eating something. How did Buddha gain enlightenment? Tell me. Yep, you remember, right? From eating the bowl of rice, dude, right? It's a metaphor for, the more that we actually are in our bodies, the more that everything else can open up for us too. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm just having great readings this week, because like Tuesday I took this crazy hike, dude, up the side of a freaking cliff. I'm telling you, it was like this. It wasn't like this, but it was like this. I mean, I was on all fours, like climbing up the side of this thing for like a mile, and I'm like, whoa. But I was really like in my body, and I was like, wow, I'm really out of shape. Lucy, I love you, by the way. If you watch these videos, thank you so much for going with me and helping me stay in my body, and for inspiring me to be in my body more and to just exercise more and feel that earth energy, because this is the time to do these things. What's in our environment? Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so, we might not be feeling the collaboration at work that we would like. We might not be feeling the balance, appreciation, Here we have a balance of the crafts person, the holy person, and the person that's the patron funding everything. And there's this great balance of cohesion and cooperation. And here in our environment, we might have to do some solo work. We might not have other collaborators or other colleagues to like really lean on right now. Capricorn is sort of like, I'm going to go my path and I'm going to climb the way I got to climb. So it's not surprising that this energy might come up in our environment. What are our hopes and fears, or what are we projecting right now? The death. So, this is Scorpio energy. We could be afraid of, what's on the horizon. A lot of people are really pumped up about, news and stuff like that. And I'm one of those people, you go ahead and give me a reason to panic. Oh, I'll panic. I love panicking. I'm a Gemini. I'm chaotic. I love to panic. I love to react. I love to overreact. I love to overreact and then realize that I was wrong and then be like, oops, my bad. I love that. So, I mean, with our hopes and fears position, this is not necessarily real, but this is energy that we're projecting right now. So we might be hoping and or fearing for things that we really need to let die off and let go for good and detoxify, because the detoxification process is really the end results are usually pretty awesome, but like while you're actually doing the detoxification process, while the death is actually happening, it's usually, sometimes it's clean, sometimes it's messy, but generally speaking, it's not fun. So if some of us are noticing in our life that like death is coming up more often, like I've been going to a lot, not a ton, but I've been going to quite a few unexpected funerals, like even this past week. Just stuff's coming up. You know what I'm saying? So in our hopes and fears position, we might be hoping for the detoxification process. We might be hoping to let go of some things for good, but we also might be a little afraid of that or averse to that. Because like, who isn't literally averse to this card coming up in a reading? I mean, when people come to me, they're like, I hope I don't pull the death card, and it's like, well, it's part of life. It's in the deck, man. If you're playing with a full deck and you're honest, these things pass, right? But you gotta work through it, right? Keep her moving. Likely outcome if we don't change our mind or do anything different. Two of Cups. that is such a balanced exchange, and it's an equivalent exchange of give and take. So, you know, you're kind of on a new start here for healthy love, whether it's between friends, neighbors. You know, this is the kind of friendship that can lead to romance if you're open to that. You know, but this is a great energy, an emotional energy of like, hey, what's up? I got a cup half full. What's in your cup? You want to taste mine? I'll taste yours. You know, and they're kind of coming towards each other, just getting to know each other a little bit better. But it's this blessed, healthy love, blessed by this, what's it called? The codicious or codicus or however you pronounce that. That's that symbol that you see in the doctor's office. So that represents a healthy time, you know. So if we've had any situations in our life up until that point where we feel like the energy might be a little bit imbalanced, we're giving more than we're receiving, or we're receiving more than we're giving emotionally, the Two of Cups is a great indicator that, like, as our likely outcome throughout this whole story and solar period, you know, for our full moon in Capricorn, you know, maybe there's a little bit of love coming in, you know. And if you want to show some love, I readily accept that love, and I would love to exchange with you in an equal and balanced way too. I hope I can give to you, and I hope I can also do a better job of receiving, you know. And sure, if you want to show some love, you can either hit the donation buttons. But I have all the links below, and I really wish you a happy Capricorn full moon. See you soon. Peace.